About to start without my microphone, giving you freestyle rhymes off the dome. It's the T.O.P. I'm the B.I.G. The fifth letter, baby, you know it's the E. How you doing? It's a Saturday night. It's Leo season, and I'm feeling all right. We got Mercury and Mars, Eminem boys, Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant noise. Lyrically, you can't really see the E because I was born to dispense the poetry, the language, the lingua. It comes from my tongue. I dispense it so sick or well hung. Lyrically, like not Kaidi Chung, but understand, of course, I get it done. Call me King Kong, don't ring the alarm. Don't you understand? I got the charm. More than the ill poets move like Moet. Jazz musician, what's the transition? Thelonious Monk, I could pop some junk. Virgo swag, born in the mag. Yo, son, can't you see? Moms and dads met up in Harlem B and NYC. Kid all the time. The younger brother of hip hop, I always get mine. Mine's divine. I shine all the time. You can rewind and catch me from behind. Never that. I'm 10 years ahead. Our rhymes are 15 years ahead off the dread. But I call them locks. They're really sacred locks. Understand, I used to live in Knox Box. At the University of MD, at College Park, I would hold it down B. Go around campus, Ampus 1, I would do the ooh, get the job done. And now that's the call of my knowledge is love. I'm not done with the rhyme yet, I had to get the love. Not to interrupt me or corrupt me. I want you to know no one is above me except for G.O.D. exists inside of me unconsciously. I rock it naturally. Come on, son, you see the rhymes with ease. Some would say I have a verbal disease. Sail the 7 seas, one of those MCs. I even battled caps when I was overseas. Held it down in London, France, and Amsterdam. Don't you want to stand? I'm the lyrical champ. You got the stamp. I'm amped up. Tonight, you see, we had birthday cake for the Taylor twins B. I paint the story. It's the glory. Don't you understand? I got a mental inventory. Catalogs of rows and flows and just goes upside my nose. You know I just grow. Sometimes I have to just say, I got 2 albums and they're both ill, okay? The third one is coming, like Mr. Drummond, schooling these kids. Then I got your brain numbing. The third title is God Told Me to Tell You. And after my coma, now I know what to tell you. Understand it's detailed B. Knowledge is Love Astrology Podcast with the E. Ooh, ooh! Knowledge. Woo! God. I hope you felt that. That was some serious bars tonight, yo. Off the top of the hizzy, E complete gets busy. The crowd says, who is he? How you feeling? What's up, everybody in the chizzy, in the chat? Rat-tat-tat-tat. Episode 236, Knowledge is Love Astrology Podcast. Excuse me, wifey will be here in a second. I'm feeling pretty good. Twins have a sleepover. They got a friend over. We had the birthday cake from our famous rye pastry, Japanese birthday cake. We didn't do it on their birthday on Wednesday. Thank you for some of you guys who saw on my different pages and wished the Taylor twins happy birthday. They're 11 years old, 6th graders, playing football. We just survived the 2nd week of school, 5 nights of practice for the Gemini Will, and then 3 nights of practice for the twins, the Leo, and we're exhausted. We still got one more parent-teacher night. But how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you can hear me good. What's up, y'all? And tonight, we're going to be talking about Mercury and Leo, which it is now at 28 degrees retrograde. It stations direct on August 28th. This Mercury retrograde has been literally kicking my butt. Do you guys know I was so out of whack the other day? I missed a live podcast. I was going to be on Journey to the New Earth, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Totally missed it. Hopefully we reschedule. I apologize to Kimberly Montgomery. I totally missed it. But Mercury retrograde, I'm telling you, it's bodied me. Deleted emails, the whole 9. But we're figuring it out. The new email, just so you know, eric@bigeastrology.com. And also tonight, not just Mercury and Mars and Leo, I'm going to talk about some of the current energy. Because, the Aquarius super full moon, watch that video, is coming Monday afternoon. So put out your crystals Sunday night. But that's the day of the Democratic Convention. It's at 27 degrees in that T-square with Uranus. And then you got a cardinal T-square, Aries North Node, Libra South Node, Ceres, Goddess of Harvest. The mutable T-square, Saturn, retrograde Pisces, Jupiter, Gemini, and Venus in Virgo, throwing a little black moon Lilith. And that's a lot, Lucy. But this is about fire and action. Mercury in Leo is kind of spicy. Okay? You know, you got a lot of folks, I think Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Hart, Tom Brady, I believe Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, that Mercury Leo energy. We're going to start with that first. And then the Mars Leo, Michael Jordan, Beyonce, a bunch of different people. But it's really about you, and we're going to talk about the energy. So if any of you guys have Mercury or Mars in Leo, tonight is your night. And we're definitely going to touch on, just the energy right now. The moon went into Aquarius about 8 p.m. Eastern. So right now it's still just getting to 1 degree. And as we are here live at 9:30, so it's still in the conjunction to Pluto. Haven't checked any news today, so I don't know what's going on. But, the moon conjunct Pluto in Aquarius could get a little crunchy. So we'll talk about it. But first, say hi, wifey.
Hi, wifey. How are you?
To read the comments.
Good to see everyone. Danny Figueroa, how are you?
D
Coco
Nice.
Locks.
Hey, Coco Locks.
Biggie in the house. Yes, you were flowing. I gotta give it to you.
I was spitting some bars tonight.
Yes, you were.
Go back and check the replay.
I was listening.
I was tight.
there. I was in the house. Floki.
Oh, they're new. Who's Floki?
Let's see. Hand pink weaving, hand green crystal ball. Oh, I think it turned her emojis into words.
Okay, so
hands yellow, heart red.
Okay, so Floki, do me a favor. Nice to meet you, Eric Taylor. If you'd like to, please share your big three: Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, so I can.
And Evelyn's here too, and hers says hand pink waving. So there's something going on. I'm not sure. It's kind of cool.
They're just kind of putting up the emojis.
Yeah, but it's not putting the emojis up. It's putting the actual words.
Oh, maybe it's the technology of Restream. I don't know.
Is this the
Restream just had an upgrade?
Retrograde.
Opus Clips just had an upgrade. I mean, technology is literally just switching. Mercury retrograde has been wild, you guys. It has been messing me up. I'm trying to adapt and learn and blah, 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 blah. But please go watch my short clips, some really good clips. Hopefully you check out that nice testimonial from Geliana Aiken about my astrology reading for her. But I got a short clip about the Aquarius super full moon, and I'm also going to be putting up some short clips on IG and here on YouTube of my episode 235 with Miss Sherry Anchara. Please go watch it and comment, you guys. Show some of the guests some love. I got some tremendous. Next week is Health Week, and it's Health and Water Week. I've got a Pisces on Monday, Elizabeth Joseph, Be More Clean and Be More Raw. She's a nutrition specialist coach. She is a colon hydrotherapist and amazing.
So I first met Elizabeth in 2016, 17-ish.
Yeah.
And she was, at that point, she was putting on the Melanated Moms first expo, and she had her book on. She was a vegan, so she had a whole vegan cookbook, and it was like a nice cookbook, like full color, beautiful cookbook. So she has been really doing it and talking to people about their health for a long time, and she has always just been really on.
And now she does a lot of coaching worldwide. So when you watch the episode, you can schedule just a phone call with her and then do different things with her. It's amazing. And let me tell you this, though. Wifey's designing it, and it's in the works, and we're doing some different things. But I am going to be announcing, hopefully in September, my new community, right?
So it's really cool. So
my 11th house crew. And what's super dope in this community, we are going to have exclusive deals, exclusive content, and offers from my podcast guests that are just for you. It's going to be $28 a month. You get both coffee talks, which already is the value of $31. So you're winning with that. You're going to get exclusive content and deals from other guests and practitioners,
we're working
and
with the
so much more. It's
It's cool. We're working with the people that are coming on his show and trying to work out special deals for anybody who's part of our 11th house crew.
But also inside information that's not on the podcast, exclusive stuff.
And so you're getting, like, everybody gets to see the bulk of it in different things. But then also, when this gets done, the amount of content, I think I should just go ahead and just get the group going. You know what it is? I'm kind of wanting to launch everything all at once. But I think I should just get the group going, and then I will follow up with, we're building out the most amazing 7-week coaching program. We are recording. I recorded a
Astro Life transformational program,
sound bowls and all this stuff. We're recording
24 affirmations, grounding meditation.
How to do it. We're looking at tips to how to show up authentically online. I mean, we are chock full. Like, this is taking longer, but we are filling in so much great information into his 7-week coaching course, and
my community
that we're going to actually send you physical gifts. We have just a lot of stuff that we're putting together.
Well,
for this.
It's not just gifts. So you get a whole kit. You're going to get a crystal, a candle, a journal, and a pencil, right? You want to write with pencil in the journal for your dream book. And it goes with the Astro Life transformational program, right? Astrological life coaching. And it's so powerful. It's a whole new program, 7 weeks, just leveling it. That's a little separate from the community, but both are going to be coming out soon. And I'm just super proud and excited. And she's doing the heavy lifting with it. I'm just the content creator, but she's like organizing everything and making it beautiful, making it happen. And it's going to be super, super, super dope. I can't wait. You guys are going to love it. So I hope you join. It's going to be better than Netflix.
One of the things that I love doing is creating brands and giving that cohesive look. For anybody who has followed me with Sabale Pure, you'll know that I really am into the aesthetics and really creating a cohesive look. So anybody out there who is looking to rebrand and to build a cohesive look across their socials, their websites, their products, all of that, I can definitely help with people getting that together, getting their messaging down, that sort of thing. Look at this. Oh, I have to get this up on the website. I just don't have enough hours in the day. So we have these bumper stickers, which are going to be
you guys can buy
driven by the stars.
$3.
Astrology.
Yep.
So it's a bumper sticker
for your car.
You can put it on your computer. You could put it
on your car.
Wherever you want to put it. But
we'll be selling them on the website.
Yes.
Trying to get merch for you guys. Trying to get some merch.
We got this coming, and the books are in the other room, but that has a different type of sticker on it.
On the book,
but you'll get the sticker where you can either put it on the book or use it as something else. So we're giving you options, and we're figuring out how to really, kind of bring you into the life of Eric and Alana. And BigEAstro. BigEAstrology first and foremost.
Yes.
But
it's super exciting. It's super duper exciting.
So we had Truth Life Coaching.
Yes, that's Miss Robin.
Oh, hi, Robin.
Hey, lady.
How are you? Now, does she know that William's middle name is Truth? Do we have?
I think she may.
Anyways, I love that. That's awesome. Yep. And she says, hey, y'all. Hey, Robin.
Yeah, we had fun last night. Evelyn and Robin were there, and Isaac at Coffee Talk. We had it was so much fun.
Yes.
And next Saturday, Coffee Talk, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, 2 hours, $20. We're talking about love, the Venus love language and relationships. So you got to come to Coffee Talk with your Venus sign and house, and we're going to look at the energy with love and relationships, just really focusing on the Venus, okay? And it's really powerful because, in a love chart, Venus can represent the wife for husband or same-sex couple, but it's also the seed of life. It's sperm. It's your love language, right? How you like to receive, right? It's your pleasure, your beauty, the romance. So Venus is so powerful, and we really want to break it down. And in this 2 hours, I'm going to give you good Venus, connections, talk about it in the houses. I'm not going to get so much into like the fashion and the arts and culture and entertainment and money. It's going to be more just about the love and relationships, but it's going to be super dope. So you want to come. If you can't make it, you can still pay the $20. A lot of people have already paid because people are excited about this Venus one. And last night was a lot of fun. And sorry for the people who couldn't make it, but did pay and received the recording. Hope you guys got to watch it and enjoy it. Now, remember, the Leo birth chart sale ends Wednesday at midnight, August 21st, because Thursday, the 22nd, is Virgo season. So I'll be announcing that birth chart sale and everything this week. But Leos, you can still book it. Natal birth chart, solar return chart, or secondary progression chart, 104, 65 minutes live over Zoom, live Q&A, plus videos of your planetary placements, or the mini movie of your life, custom video summary, and the audio transit aspect of it. I'm also putting in the video now, so it may even be longer than 50 minutes, but you get the breakdown of your chart, videos of your planetary placements, and current and future transits to the natal chart. That is 203, down from 300. And the 104 is down from 200. That's a huge sale. So Leos, so I've been hearing from some of you, but some more Leos need to take advantage of this, okay?
And so Coco Locks, right back at you. Hey, Queen, how are you this evening?
Coco.
And then, so Gloria had a very good question.
Gloria.
How is this Mercury affecting travel?
Well, listen, when Mercury is in retrograde, and then it's, sometimes it just is retrograde in one sign, but you may even have felt the shift a few days ago when it went from Virgo back into Leo. Now, remember, stations direct on August 28th. So if you have already started something, you can still go forward with it, but do not sign any new contracts, make new deals, because when things are retrograde, then the revelation, once it starts to move back direct, you may realize like, uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. So, I wouldn't necessarily move. Travel, you could still travel. You just could face delays, the ticket and the lines, and sometimes missing trains and buses and flights. It can be very wonky also because it's not just Mercury retrograde. Mercury, Chiron, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune. We have 5 planets retrograde. And then later in September, I don't remember the date, Uranus joins the party. But, Mercury, I said August 28th will go direct. But then that will still keep it at 5 all the way to October 11th, when then Pluto goes direct. But remember, this is important. Late night on the 1st, when you hear people say the 2nd, that's more for like London and England, right? The universal time. But late night on September 1st, Pluto will enter back into Capricorn for its final dance of destruction of all the structures and systems, okay?
That
until
sounds intense.
It's going to be intense.
Dance
until
of destruction.
That's exactly what it is. That's the terrible tango. Woo. No fear, but you got to be prepared until November 19th. And then it will be in Aquarius.
Be not afraid.
And it will be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. This is going to be a huge shift, you guys, for the collective. AI out the wazoo. You're seeing the entertainment industry is being transformed. You're seeing fake videos, fake songs, fake actors. Commercials are going to start to use AI. It's going to affect every industry. A lot of the fast food jobs and tech jobs, bye-bye. This is where you got to get back into the vocation. Heating, plumbing, electrician, gas, auto mechanics, like doing astrology. That's why I'm glad astrology is part, it's not just all math and stuff. It's also intuitive. And, if you go to ChatGPT, they'll tell you right there, make sure you meet with a professional astrologer. They give you a little insight, but they can't break it all down. So, this is why you've got to think right now, have your 5-year plan, take certifications and classes. What can you do that the computers cannot do so that you still can earn a living, right? But be prepared, diversify your money. I'm not a financial planner, like I said last night, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn. Gold, silver, some cash, in the wall or in the pillowcase, under the mattress, community banks, small banks, credit unions, not just everything in the big banks, because the FDIC will only guarantee $500. They've changed their laws.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure they're not going to guarantee.
It used to be It used to be 250,000.
No. It's nowhere near that now. Maybe it's 5,000, but it's low. It is nowhere near what it used to be. And let me tell you, with all these little different bank runs, remember what happened when Pluto first went into Capricorn? 2008, stock market crash. We had the big recession. It affected me a lot. I lost so much rent money because I had a building and had tenants. I lost thousands of dollars from that thing just per month. It was terrible. So listen, you got to be ready. There is no fear, but be prepared so then you don't have to fear. If the sugar honey iced tea hits the fan, you got to have electricity. You got to have candles. You may need to have some solar energy so you could charge your phones or even a mini fridge or different things. Hey, maybe, your gunfire, whatever you need, but just be smart and be prepared, right? It's better to be prepared and nothing happen than for, EMF or some, I don't know, Russia, China, anybody to mess up the power grid, and then you got Nathan. Now, remember, in terms of the crypto, the Ripple and XRP is going to be how they're going to exchange money. Ripple works when you're offline, so you don't need the internet for Ripple. I'm not a master of crypto, but I do know that. So just things to consider, okay? But let's get into, now that I mentioned the Leo birth chart sale, coffee talk next week. The sale for the kids is over. But yeah, that's what's going on. And watch, next week, Elizabeth Joseph on Monday, okay? And then Joseph Octavini, who is the owner of Life the Plant Way. He's huge on Instagram and TikTok. He is an herbalist and a nutrition shop.
Know him. He's kind of a big deal.
A Latino brother, Puerto Rican brother, who's got his own warehouse in LA and Long Beach. And he makes so many herbal remedies for the kidney, the liver, gut health, parasite cleanse, stuff for the kidneys. He makes a hair tonic to help your hair grow, but also for dryness in the scalp. I try this stuff. It's amazing. The brother is brilliant, young soldier, young father, everything, but he is just, and he's a teacher of his Life Nature community. And I'll be presenting some things to his community in the future too. And trust me, when you join my BigEAstrology community, my Knowledge is Love community, 11th House crew, he gave you guys a special offer and some great information. So did Elizabeth Joseph, and all my guests are going to start to do that. So when you join my community, it's going to be fruitful and plentiful. Your cup will runneth over. Mercury Leo.
My God.
So when you have Mercury in Leo, what is Mercury? The analytical, critical thinking, blinking. There's the tree, there's the door, there's the light, there's the wife, there's the mic, there's the cell phone, right? It's processing, analyzing, and assessing linear thinking. But when you're Leos and Mercury, it's very heart-focused, passionate, dynamic, dramatic, can be stubborn and arrogant, can be prideful, royal, regal, kings and queens. If you have Leo Mercury, these people can be very, a lot of joy when they communicate, a lot of bravado, a lot of swag. Mercury Leo is really creative, artistic, but it's something. And so, think about it, right? Kobe, Michael Jackson, Kevin Hart, these different people who have it, it's just really a very powerful energy. But one thing about Mercury Leo, all the fire signs in Mercury, it can sometimes be a little too much. And so that's where, there could be a little too much spice, a little too much fire. Now, for some people, they have no problem with it. They love it. Give me more, give me more. But, the key is for Mercury Leo folks, you really want to try to connect your heart with your logical, analytical mind. And that's challenging for any human, okay, to be in sync like that. But when you can do that, that's when Mercury Leo can flourish and be so powerful, expressive. The self-expression, the creativity from these people. I mean, think about MJ, right? I still think about the Oprah interview when all of a sudden he just broke into the beatbox and you felt like you were like in a music studio just from listening to Michael's mouth and his hand claps on his knees. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I mean, he's not just the king of pie, he's the king of entertainment, right? And so that's sort of a little glimpse of that Mercury Leo energy. It is really dynamic and just colorful and bright and extremely generous, right? Think about how Mike was. Oh my God, donating money all over the world, and a lot of stuff he did in private and secret that people aren't aware of. So Mercury Leo can be a real cool, fun energy. Remember, Mercury is in its planetary joy in the first house in the ascendant, right? Because it's the messenger. And it's neither masculine or feminine. It depends. If it's in fire or air, it takes on a masculine energy, not male, action orientated, outwardly aggressive, assertive, right? Action. That's the Mercury when it's in fire or air. When it's in earth and water, it's more intuitive, more receptive, more feminine energy. So Mercury in Leo is definitely more outward, okay? So that they can kind of make a swag and stunt on you, okay? A lot of fun. So any thoughts or any questions on Mercury Leo comments? Danny, is your Mercury in Leo? I forgot.
Not so much, no questions any further, but Sweet Fire is here. Do we know Sweet Fire?
Welcome, Sweet Fire.
Welcome.
I like the name. And share your Sun, Moon, Rising if you'd like to. Give you some insight on it, Big Three. And did the other new person earlier share their Big Three yet?
No, I don't see that.
Okay.
So
what was their name again?
Floki.
Yeah, Floki, share your Big Three if you want to.
Let us know what's going on.
So, that's really cool, that Mercury Leo energy. Danny, remind me, or maybe you're Mercury Virgo like me. I like the Mercury, and just so you know, Mercury is at home in Gemini and Virgo, but it's also exalted in Virgo. You may hear some modern astrologers tell you it's exalted in Mercury. In Aquarius, it does well in Aquarius, but it's at home and exalted in Virgo. Okay. One thing about Uranus, the modern ruler of Aquarius, Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. So this is why some people may think that it's exalted there, but it's actually exalted and at home in Virgo. And that's why in Pisces, it's debilitated and in its fall. Okay. So, that's how the Mercury works out. But what's really cool about the Mercury in Pisces, it's more about pictures and concepts, and it's not linear logical thinking. It's more in the spiritual intuitive realm. Okay. And that's why she's so creative. So it's really cool, but I like Mercury and Leo. It can be very fun and playful, very funny. They love playing games, practical jokers, can be braggadocious, low pride and arrogance. So watch out for that. But, it's definitely a good placement. Okay. And very creative in the 5th house and 3rd house as well. You can find a lot of artists, singers, rappers. Maybe I think Fat Joe and KRS-One may have it. And maybe Nyes. I think Nyes is Mercury. I don't think it's Virgo. It's either Libra or Leo. I can't remember. But you could see some Virgo MCs have it there. I could imagine that Ludacris, his could be in Leo. The way he is, it would seem like it. I'm not sure. But me as a Virgo MC, my Mercury's in Virgo. So we'll get to Mars. Before Mars, I'm going to talk about what we're dealing with right now. So the Aquarius Moon, and I hope you guys enjoyed my Aquarius super full moon video. I really went in on that. Go watch it if you haven't. Please comment. And do me a favor, right? Last live, nobody commented. So please hit the like button for me now. But when the show is over and it's done, please come back and just fire emoji, thumbs up. Thanks, Eric. A little comment. It really helps the lives grow in the algorithms. I truly appreciate it and most grateful. Hey,
I'm trying to get him to 1 million followers and really high up in the algorithm.
Yeah.
We need good people up in the algorithm.
But right now I'm trying to just let's get me up to 8K. Okay.
So Danny said his Mercury is in Virgo.
Okay. It's in Virgo like me. Okay.
And Floki said, I'm a Leo Virgo cusp.
Oh.
And I
cusp of exposure.
And I am still new to this. So I'm not sure my houses.
Okay.
And I was AFK earlier. Sorry about that. I don't know what that means.
AFK? I don't know. But listen, we don't know the abbreviations. We're
nerdy.
We're OGs. If the kids haven't taught us AFK, then we don't really know. But I will tell you this: email me right?
Away from the keyboard.
Ah.
Why, thank you. You
AFK is away from the keyboard?
Away from keyboard.
Oh,
AFK.
that makes sense.
All right, girl. Thank you. Just learning something new every day.
Okay, so make sure you go watch. I've got 2 videos on the cusp of exposure. In the cusp videos, I'm one of the top astrologers, so go watch both of them. One is older, the music may be a little bit loud, but it's still good. And the second one, it's not as loud, and it's really good. It focuses more just on the love, sex, and relationships. The other one focuses on, famous people, character traits, and breaking down. Both very good, different energy, so watch both of them. I really went in on those, breaking down like Dave Chappelle, Bill Clinton, Kobe Bryant. They're all on that cusp. Blake Lively as well, so you see how I remember. This is that Virgo
He's
Mercury.
Got that computer.
Yeah,
board
it's
like
I'm never away from my keyboard. So, but seriously, but it's I can definitely help you, and you can book a birth chart reading. Leo birth chart sale is rocking. You're either a Leo sun, right, or a Virgo sun. So either take advantage of the Leo sale before the 21st or the Virgo sale. But the sale is for Leo sun moon risings, and then Virgo will be for Virgo sun moon risings. But welcome, and if you're new to astrology, let me tell you, you're in the right place. Okay,
he's a very good teacher.
Astrology is the remembrance of your soul, and the birth chart is the map of your life. So for me, when I do your reading, we get into some deep stuff, really to help heal your inner child, reprogram the subconscious mind, and really to understand your soul's purpose and your destiny. So I get real deep and psychological and spiritual with it. And, it's Scorpio rising, Capricorn moon, Virgo sun.
I basically tell people, if you're looking for the Cosmopolitan back page horoscope, he's not your man.
Or the Vogue, yeah.
If you're looking for something that's going to really help you transform your life,
yeah,
and you want to get real with yourself, he's the guy.
Well, I'm a truth speaker. It's titled my second album, and I'm about the love. Knowledge is love. That's the name of the podcast. And I don't want to buy you fish. I want to teach you how to fish for yourself, because quite literally, when you start to understand astrology, and I have a moon tracking service, which is so awesome. I'm very proud of it. You learn the moon for a month cycle in your chart. And it really slows down life for you. And quite literally, you guys, it's like you become a Jedi, and you see things coming, and you understand what's going on, and you're like, oh, that's why I'm irritated. I got Mars on my ascendant right now, and it's hitting my ascendant. I'm getting a little agitated, right? Gemini risings could be going through this right now, right? Kamala Harris is a Gemini rising. My oldest son's a Gemini rising. When you got Mars on the ascendant, you can feel a little extra competitive, assertive, and aggressive. But when it's in Gemini, right, the verbals can get a little hot. It's getting hot in here. So, you just want to understand the energy. Like right now, Moon conjunct Pluto. So Pluto is your soul's psyche, your soul psychology. It holds the pain, trauma, and crises from childhood and from past lives. The moon in a mundane chart, it's us, the citizens, the people. So right now, the moon conjunct Pluto, it's like we're going through this emotional transformation right now. A lot of us in the collective could be like, you know what? I hope, and I did predict this the other night at Coffee Talk, and it's looking like I may be right, Robin and Evelyn. On Monday, they may be announcing a ceasefire like I predicted, okay? Because they're in the works. They're getting closer and closer. And that's going to be what? The Aquarius Moon hitting Kamala Harris's natal Saturn in her 9th house of wisdom, beliefs, philosophies, and the law.
For those of you who don't know, when Biden announced that he would not be running again, my husband was 1 day off.
Yeah, I predicted that too.
1 day off. That's astrology.
Yeah. But, it's really cool because you can see things coming. You may not know exactly to the hour, the minute, I was like a day off, but you could see it. You know what I mean? You could see things. And when you get used to not just making predictions, but interpreting the energies, you kind of okay, you can see, I knew with the Mars conjunct Uranus conjunct Algo energy that it was going to be crazy little crazies, but I didn't even look at Trump's chart. If I had paid attention to that, I would have been like, oh yeah, something could happen to him. But I knew that Algo is about beheading. So that was literally a sudden event with a weapon. Mars is the gun, the adversary, the weapon. Uranus, sudden event. I'll go for the head. And the midheaven, Trump, midheaven, 10th house, public image, career, legacy. So, that was very literal, and it was 2 days before. But if you saw that astro weather, I said something would probably pop off around the 15th, and I didn't say it would specifically be Trump, but I knew that something was coming because the energy is really strong in certain placements. So you really want to learn astrology. It's super muy importante. Muy. So, so let me finish a little bit more. So we can also be feeling as a collective, you know what? Not only do we want freedom and peace in the world, no more, Palestine, Gaza, Israel, no more Ukraine, Russia, no more Congo, no more Venezuela, no more all over the world, right? But we could really be wanting freedom and liberation from the power structure, the top down. Pluto Aquarius is power to the people. And so this moon activating this is quite literally the last time before in December, when it gets back in the end of November, then we're going to see again the moon conjunct. So this is the last time for like 2-3 months that the moon will conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. Then we'll be having it for the next 20 years every month, okay? So it's going to be kind of interesting because the moon and Pluto in Aquarius is about power to the people, freedom and liberation. You're going to see more announcements about these record labels firing people and digital this, digital that. I mean, it's, like I said, they just did upgrades on all these technology sites. Restream had a new change of format. Opus Clips, they're always changing Instagram. I'm sure they're going to change the format on YouTube. You're seeing a lot of these things, and it's coinciding with, and not a coincidence, but it's coinciding with the astrology. Okay, it's quite literal, ladies and gentlemen. Any new comments or questions?
Our girl Coco Lock says she's been sleeping with the crystals
Yes,
under
I
her
told
pillow.
you.
Oh my gosh, Coco.
Isn't it wild? We've been dreaming like, it's a lot.
This is what's so funny. I sometimes
go grab your big crystal. Show them
that big one. Live with somebody, you don't always do everything. Like I do a lot of meditation and stuff like that, but we have similar but sometimes different and separate practices, even though we're so close. But anyway, sleeping on the pillow, I've been suffering with headaches. I do need to remove them from the pillow to get rest. Really? You know what? It's funny. So, I go back and forth with it being under. But
let me give her the insight. What I would recommend is sometimes you can put them in your pajama pants pocket or just next to your legs instead of under the pillow. But it may depend on the crystal, because I could see where you may get the headaches and stuff, but also make sure you're drinking maybe warm lemon water or tea before you go to bed, and try not to eat after the sun sets. That can help. Put a little salt in your water. But here's a suggestion. Google what crystals go. I don't remember your moon placement, but whatever your moon is, see what crystals represent that moon. And the moon is the emotional mind, or even your Mercury. Get those crystals and try to put them in the bed or under the pillow and see if it makes a difference.
So yeah, I found that I had to pull it out from underneath my pillow because it was really intense.
Yeah, the dreams can be intense. Yeah.
One of my quartz crystals here.
Yeah, that big sucker.
And yeah, it's a big sucker. And if you can see, it has a small citrine, a small citrine inclusion in there. And here you can see it better from this side. And just that little bit, citrine is about warding off negativity, and it lets good things come to you. So anyways, I actually will put this right here on my chest, and I try and sleep on my back, but I go like this, and I'll just breathe through it. And I'll tell you, I could feel my heart just slowing down, and I could just feel like my body sinking into a deeper peace. So this is a really cool thing. Sometimes I just grab this, and I don't know about how anybody else is, but if I go to sleep like this, just grasping onto something, I can actually hold it all night long. So yeah.
She doesn't hold my hand all night long.
I do hold your hand sometimes. You know what it is?
No, we both turn.
We do. We like to turn, but yes, we're one of those couples where sometimes when
we'll hold
sleep,
hands all night.
like in the middle of the night, I'll like reach over and I'll take his hand and I can feel him taking it back, and it's kind of a cool little thing.
Yeah.
I like him. I like him.
Okay, so now before we get to Mars Leo, we want to entertain you with some drama.
Oh.
Okay,
Here we
go. I had to bring it up. So this is really funny. Okay, so we just celebrated 16 years of marriage. Back in 2009, going on 10 after William was born, we were watching Nurse Jackie. She was at home. I set it up so she would be at home with the baby. She was also looking after my mother. And I made sure, men, you got to listen. I made sure that I had enough money saved up so my wife didn't have to work and she could take care of the baby.
Thank you.
And all that stuff.
I'm very thankful
and I was out there working and slaving. So meanwhile, we were watching, and I'm a sports nut, right? I tell you, I'm half Cro-Magnon man. I'm becoming less and less though. She even tell you,
making the switch.
I'm not. I still love my sports, but I'm not.
And ladies, let me tell you something. You have to give your husband something. Let them have this stuff.
Yeah. Definitely. You got to let a man be a man. But I'm going to say this. So we were watching the series on HBO. Do you guys remember Nurse Jackie?
Yeah, it ended about 17 years ago.
Whoa. Watch your pudding.
He's holding on to something for a really long time.
Watch your pudding. While I'm at work teaching multiply severely disabled children in the Bronx.
Buy me a river.
Fighting early in the morning in the winter, leaving in the dark, coming home in the dark. Fighting on trains to get a seat, exhausted, coming home, tear ligaments in my wrist, exhausted, my feet, back hurting. She decided to finish watching the series Nurse Jackie without me. Without me. I'm talking about cheating, betrayal. We watched series together. She watched the series without me. And guess what? Didn't even tell me she was doing it.
I
didn't even. That's how ghetto it was. The chick did not even tell me, hey, baby. And meanwhile, on my lunch break every day at work, what would Eric do? I wasn't chit-chatting with all friends. Listen, I would take a nap and then I would call my wife to check on her and my son.
Thank you.
This is the type of human being I am.
And
the betrayal, she's watching Nurse Jackie without me, didn't even tell me.
Okay, well, first off, I never even saw the last season of Nurse Jackie.
That don't matter.
It made me feel so
the
guilty.
Season
so
we
to
were
this day, I have no idea how the whole series wrapped up.
You don't deserve. She doesn't deserve to know.
The guilt.
She doesn't deserve to know. She doesn't deserve to know.
And what he fails to talk about is the fact that, yes, he was at home, he was out at work, and I am so incredibly thankful for that. But I had a child attached to my teat 24/7 for.
And the first 6 months, she had no sleep because William was colicky. And then we had to get craniosacral work. And after the second session, he started to feel better. The third session, he was healed. But
Coco says I'm low down.
Girl, she was wrong.
No, I'm not. Wait. So, I would be there. And as I said, I never slept because this child, he was insatiable. And on top of he never took a pacifier. He never took a bottle. He refused.
And he wouldn't nap.
He'd
only fall asleep on the boob.
I had about 12.
That's a Gemini man for you.
Literally 12 to 15 different pacifiers. I would be up Googling pacifiers and looking for different types of. They had this one that was supposed to mimic the boob, and it had a little ball in it. You name it. If it said that babies like this, then put your arm out of my way. Get your arm. You see how he do? He just blocking me. Get over in your own side.
She's talking.
And so
silliness.
I would be doing all of this, and this child was all.
No, it was tough. It was tough.
And so when I could barely
y'all,
stay awake,
she could have watched. She could
She
could have watched Wendy Williams. She could have watched other shows on HBO.
Wendy is 1 hour. Wendy is 1 hour.
She could have been doing a lot of stuff, y'all.
I could have, but and did he tell you that I was also taking care of his mother?
I said that.
Taking care of his mother and his child And yes, I watched it. There wasn't, this wasn't the days of like major Netflix. We didn't have like,
There was still a ton of channels.
we didn't have all but they sucked. It is not my fault. I
had the full spectrum of cable.
I don't consume just anything.
Time Warner cable, I had like over 200 channels.
Guys, tell me the truth now. You have 700 channels at home, but there's still only like 3 things that are any good. So, and well, at least back then. Now I gotta tell you, they're boning up. And here, let me just put this out there, guys. I have been seeing all this new stuff coming out on Netflix. They are really stocking us up
because
on a lot of
there's about to be another lockdown with the monkeypox.
They're about to. I'm just pre-warning you. When you see that much good Netflix
television
coming out, they are letting you know.
Lockdown
Get
part
the
2.
Popcorn. It is time. Bring your ass inside. This time around, make sure you're working out. Do the home workouts.
Don't drink.
It's coming back. Yes, please. We don't want to go down the road of like self-destruction. We want to make this about self-upliftment.
Yep.
So like meditate, get with us. We'll have meditation.
We'll have the community,
and healthy food. Maybe I'll even show you some of my health. I'm about to make applesauce muffins tomorrow for the family. Oh yeah, and he doesn't tell you that in all of this, I was cooking. He always came home to a full-on nice meal.
Oh yeah,
like this man was so. Okay, I hate to say it, but like in the first year of marriage, I fattened this man up.
No, I gave somewhere.
He put on like 20 pounds. Because
I had 2 of my coworkers be like, Eric, wait, was your wife pregnant or did you get pregnant?
And he would get the portions he would get because he couldn't stop. So he doesn't tell you all this. He doesn't.
Okay, wait, I touche. But then I got more
unsubstantiated evidence.
Wait, but I got more. Peep this. So yeah, that was years ago. But going on 2 or 3 months now, we stopped drinking coffee.
We did.
Do y'all want to hear what this chick has been doing to me? She has had. We had one day together because we were so tired, a cup of coffee. I've only had one in like 3 months. This one, she's had 2 cups of coffees without me. Didn't bring me a cup of coffee, kind of bragged about it or mentioned it. Okay. But
because you know, I had the coffee on my breath and I knew he was gonna smell it, and I said, "Oh my God, I gotta tell you."
I want you to know this is that light skin ghetto tendencies. Go sleep. The light skin ones are ghetto as hell. Oh yeah, I'm getting racial. I'm getting racial.
Oh, wait a minute.
This light skin. Yo, she had 2 cups of coffee, y'all, without me, and then kind of be like, "Oh, I had a coffee." One time was at some shop.
Okay.
Other time was Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, oh my God.
No. Okay, so the first time was at the Sprouts. The Sprouts grocery store. What he doesn't tell you is I went out of the house because you were doing something, and I was sitting.
Probably working.
I brought my computer, and I was working at the only place in Sprouts that you could sit. And it happened to be their little pressed coffee little thing. So they have a little thing of tables, a little high up table.
Meanwhile, we've been drinking tea.
Like I turned around.
She could have got a tea.
I turned around and I could just put my arm out and pick up like whatever.
She could have had a tea.
That's how close it was. They didn't have. I swear to you, they did not have tea. I don't think they did. Maybe I might be lying.
She don't know.
I might be lying.
Okay.
I might be lying.
So wait. Wait.
But I was tired.
Wait. You guys, if I'm more in the right, give me a 1.
No, wait.
If she's more in the right,
hold up.
Give her a 2.
Hold up. And
but you can see. Wait. So that's 3 times she's cheated on me. 3 times. A television series and 2 coffees.
Wait a minute. So then this morning when I had the coffee, not even this morning.
Oh yeah, it was today. It was the second one.
So yesterday I was a driving fool in 107.
Wait, can I still smell the coffee in your breath? Breathe on me.
Shut up.
No coffee undertone.
But anyways, so I was out all day yesterday, running everywhere, running errands in this hot ass weather.
It was 107.
But I'm doing all the house stuff. I'm grocery shopping. I'm having to go to AT&T and deal with them and fighting with them
because she created the drama.
I did not create the drama.
Yeah, you did, because you tried to get internet from AT&T.
But they told me they could do it. Here's what I tried to do. I tried to bring our internet cost down. We pay $180 right now for
crazy.
internet.
Yeah,
it's
too
insane
much,
because in our area you don't have a lot of choices. And so when I went into AT&T to do
they sold her a bill of goods and lied to her.
They told me that they could do it for $35. And
but,
I said, what?
But I will say my wife has a bit of OD of naivete. And she believed,
I did. I talked to him. I told him. I talked to him. But it's more like that internet is really good if you live in an apartment.
A tiny apartment.
Small apartment. Yeah. Like if you live in a small apartment, it's perfect. Yeah. You got a window.
Our house has too much space. Yeah, we don't have to get into it.
Ideally, you have an apartment with a fire escape. Yeah. And you could put the egg out on the fire escape. You're going to get great internet.
So I'm going to tell you this. Okay. But your vote. If I'm more on the right, let's give me a 1.
Listen, Focus said
what?
1 is probably right. However, I'm number 2. That's right. Be down. Be down with me. That's right. So
the ladies are betraying me.
Let me say this. So this morning I was up at 6. He's asleep. I get his breakfast. I bring him his water. I bring him his hot pads. I bring him his ice. I get him on. Oh, baby, I cut up the avocado and cut the croissant.
I'm not going to say I'm not spoiled.
I take all good care. Then I got to run to in 105 degree weather.
It was 107 today.
107. But I would say in the morning, we're probably at about 100. Yeah. I go to the farmer's market, do all of the stuff out there, getting everythting, getting the microgreens for the family, making sure that we got all the stuff. You know, I'm the one who makes the grass shots, does all the good things to take care of this man. I go there, then I go to the natural grocers to pick up the good ramen noodles for the kids.
It evens out, but wait, but none
and
of.
Then I had to drive all the way down.
But but you guys would admit.
Tired. I was getting groggy driving on the road. You want me to die? You want me to die? You want me to run off the freaking road? You see how he does?
No, but none
run off the road. Don't you have that coffee?
Wait, stop.
That coffee saved my life.
I'll get at it. I want y'all to know, right? All that she's saying is true, and it is appreciated, and I do my part. And but none of it deserves the betrayal. You don't see me. You don't see me sneaking coffees or TV series without her. I would never.
And then I bring him home chocolate and little things. You see, I bring him home stuff. He act like, come on now. You better tell these people.
No. I listen. You guys, if you listen to my Astro Weather, don't I always big up my wife and say she may be this T, or I say she does. You know, listen. You know, I'm the first one. I keep it real. BigEAstro don't lie. Eric Taylor don't lie. I keep it real. But I'll just say this: I wouldn't have watched the series if the roles were reversed. I would not have watched Nurse Jackie without her.
Out of my mind, and
I wouldn't have done it
to fill the time.
I wouldn't have done it.
Maybe not.
Her heart chakra is not as open as mine.
You would have been watching.
Let's keep it real. Just say it. Say the words. Your heart chakra.
Listen, okay. So I used to have a closed down heart. It was years of trauma and hurt from my childhood. And I have been working very hard.
Right, but back then it was way more closed than mine.
It was. I was looking out for self, but I was pushing out good, healthy babies too. So my closed heart and my open. Well, we won't finish.
We won't talk about what was open. But the Taylor family has procreated. And back to the astrology. Okay. So that's a little glimpse of a funny married couple. But one more thing about the Aquarius Moon.
That's right. Coco Lock said that you're telling one-sided stories and all the things that Miss Alana says does at the house manager. She can't have no coffee. That's right. I was about to go off the road on the freeway. I needed to wake up. I'm serious. I was driving down and everything, and I'm literally driving. And you know how, like, do you ever do this? Like when you're driving and trying to stay awake, and you open your eyes wide and you start to like. Wait. You guys.
I
was doing all that.
Okay.
And so I needed some coffee.
Wait.
And it was a small coffee, no sugar, just some cream.
Wait. Can I ask you a question? Number one, she still could have brought a coffee home for her husband. Number two, sounds like her Mercury is in Leo, doesn't it? Because that was a lot of drama.
Possibly.
And her Mercury is in Pisces.
Possibly.
So she just gave you what? Deception.
That was no deception. That was the damn truth.
Confusion.
Is anybody out there confused? I said, you understood me, did you not?
So, okay, let's get back to the astrology.
Get back to the astrology. Down.
So, another thing with the Aquarius moon.
Do what you do best.
If you have it in your natal chart, you can definitely experience, being emotionally detached, being weird, bizarre, unique, innovative, futuristic, the genius, a little bit of the rebel, black sheep. But you may find in life that you wind up guiding and teaching your mother. Capricorn moons tend to take care of their mother. Both moons in childhood don't feel the warm, fuzzy love from tu madre. But the Aquarius moon, they wind up being the teacher. And the Capricorn moon, over time, it's like the Benjamin Button effect, all Capricorn energies. They become they become better at processing emotions later on in life. And it's like they become more youthful. So that's my Capricorn moon. I'm still a workaholic, but now I can deal with my emotions better and different things and stuff like that. And, keeps me looking young. Plus I got Venus on the ascendant, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little extra. That's why she brings me chocolate every once in a while, because she knows I got a sweet tooth. And what I do
Listen, you know why I bring you chocolate?
Because it makes me happy.
Yes. And why?
Because you love me.
That's right. Yeah. There you go. Oh, shut up. Oh.
So, okay. But with the Aquarius moon, you do really feel like you have to kind of guide and teach your mother as you get older. But right now, just for the next 2.5 days, and listen, you're going to see, I talked about it last night at Coffee Talk, this Aquarius moon and the super full moon at the start of the Democratic Convention, I'm telling you, I believe it's going to be the announcement of the ceasefire on Monday, but something karmically or spiritually is going to happen or take place just because of all the T-squares, cardinal, mutable, and fixed, but the fact that it's hitting Kamala's Saturn in Aquarius quite literally at 28 degrees, and the moon, full moon, be at 27 degrees. So should be fascinating. Watch the Astro Weather Report Monday morning, but just pay attention. I don't watch the news. Probably won't watch too much of the convention. I'm just not into any politics this year. But I think it's going to be fascinating. And what's ironic as I segue to Mars and Leo, Beyonce, Michael Jordan, a couple other folks, and last night Kamala Harris has Mars and Leo. So Mars and Leo, Mars is what? Your assertive energy, the soldier, the warrior, your willpower, your drive, a man's sex drive. It can be brothers and boyfriends for the ladies, but brothers for anybody. Mars cuts, separates, and divides. It's the general, the soldier, the warrior. Sun says, go get me a deer or a tree or a big piece of chicken, and Mars goes and will attack and complete the mission. Mars is at home in Aries and Scorpio, exalted in Capricorn. So in fire signs, it does really well, and it's a good energy in Leo. Mars and Leo can be very swaggadocious, very competitive, assertive and aggressive. Mars and Leo, it's like the soldier who runs into war with his valor and bravery and led by his heart. I think of Mel Gibson, Braveheart, right? Or what's the other actor in, oh my God, the one with, that's such a good one, Maximus. And he was in the big arena in Rome and stuff. I forget the name of that one. It's such a good, and also he was also in A Beautiful Mind. That's one of my favorite movies ever, A Beautiful Mind. I always forget his name, but great actor. That's Gladiator. Woof. Yeah, no. See, I don't forget. Gladiator, yeah. But I forget the actor's name right now. It's not Hugh Jackman, it's the other guy. But anyway, the Australian guy. But so, Mars and Leo is very... Russell Crowe, yes. And Beautiful Mind. If you haven't seen that movie, you got to see it. That one right there, that hit home with me. That was heavy. But so, you got to really, with Mars and Leo, it is very like, you think, I just can relate it best with Michael Jordan. I guess with Beyonce too, because it's like when it's time to perform, Mars in Leo is going to go all out, and they are very prideful and arrogant, and they refuse to lose. Okay. If you have Mars in Leo, that is your energy where you can be that politician and entertainer. You can embrace and attack the world with your willpower and drive straight from your heart. And it's passion, it's drama, it's dynamic. You know what I mean? And who had more flair for the passion and dramatics than Jordan? Buzzer shots and this and that and doing this. I mean, same with Beyonce when you see her perform. So, Mars in Leo has got that energy. Kamala has it too. I don't necessarily see it so much in her, but, you'd have to know someone sometimes personally, right, to sometimes see that energy. But remember, Mars is your strategy. It's logistics. It's your logistical mind. So I guess you do see it because I shared this last night with Kamala. It is strategic with what is Mars? The boyfriends, politicians and entertainers. Willie Brown, Montel Williams, I pointed that out. That's the Mars in Leo. All right. So she was kind of like moving a little bit like a shark, right? Very strategic in terms of who she slept with. And the ladies last night got really funny with that because, I'm sure, that's a conversation for men not to butt into, right? But ladies, you guys decide, right, if you want to sleep with a man to obtain power like Diana Ross and Madonna or Kamala Harris, or if you're just sleeping or dating men out of relationships and love. Some women, they will sleep with somebody for the success and the money, right? You've got some of these you got some of these women that chase the athletes around. There's this one woman right now, she's got a child from an NBA player, an NFL player, and like somebody, like it's crazy. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, like, but like they watch the NBA and NFL draft, like they plot and, and these athletes, they're dumb too. It's their fault, right? They don't put on the condom. And so, you know what I mean? But you could, there could be a lot of strategy, and that's the Mars, right? Which boyfriend? How am I going to do this and that? You know what I mean? So you can see that with Mars and Leo in terms of, for a woman having that they could be extremely logistical and pragmatic and strategizing their boyfriends, okay? Because Mars is boyfriends. It's very literal. So, another thing with Mars and Leo, they'll lack fire if their heart's not into it. If they're not feeling, and again, you could almost see that with Michael Jordan when he was in the Wizards. He didn't have the support to win. He was older, and it was just a different energy. Granted, he couldn't access and dominate like he could, but it was almost like the Mars and Leo was like, it was like diminishing. It was like, oh, my Mars and Leo went to Mars and Libra. Right? It was kind of different energy. So, it's actually funny if you know sports, but, but that can happen, so do anybody on here tonight, does anybody have Mars in Leo or or Mercury in Leo? And maybe want to share some insights. Now, remember, Mars is in its planetary joy in the 6th house. So if you are the Pisces rising, right, you're going to have your Mars and Leo in the 6th house. And that could be very, I wonder if no, I don't think Whitney Houston has it there. But that could be very like giving you that explosive energy for your work, service, and daily routine as the entertainer. Okay, so Pisces risings, maybe Demi Moore or Billie Eilish or other people may have it. I'm thinking about the Pisces risings. Michael Jackson, his Mars is in Taurus. That's moving the physical body, the dance moves. Okay, so Mars can show you a lot. But it's definitely how you attack things in life. Mars is what gets us out of the bed. That's our like get up and go energy. Okay. That's, she's Mars in Capricorn. That's why she likes to have her own businesses. And she's definitely, when she gets going on her business mind, she is like CEO, like power woman. And I'm very proud of her and I love it. But you know what I mean? That's the Mars in Capricorn. It is like, I'm going to start the mission and I'm going to finish it and complete it. Mars in Aries, it's aggressive and assertive, super competitive, but it won't complete the mission or the task, right? My 15-year-old has that. He gets very competitive with his brothers and playing sports. Oh my God. It'd be just, you know what I mean? So they can get very aggressive, Mars and Aries. And sometimes we got to tell them, chill out. Your brothers are 4 years younger. Chill, calm down. Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
But, that can be kind of,
unpopular. Mars
and Aries can be a little like that. Okay. Mars and Scorpio. Whoa. Super. It's the emotional intelligence, but it's the emotional investigator, researcher. Mars and Scorpio could be like the magician, could be into the occult knowledge, the metaphysics, esoteric knowledge. It actually could be a really good surgeon, a Reiki master, healer. So Mars is an interesting energy, and maybe I'll do just like I'm doing the Venus. Maybe in September I'm going to do Donald Trump, October RFK Jr. So to be fair, for the mini coffee talks, but maybe in September for the big 2-hour coffee talk, maybe I'll break down Mars through the signs. That may be kind of fun. You know what I mean? And that is literally the man's sex drive, but it's still the willpower, the logistical, problem solving, pragmatic, strategic energy. It's a sort of, now Mars, just so you guys know, it's also property and land, right? So Mars and Leo, they're going to want to live where their heart feels lit up. Okay. That's definitely, but Mars in the fire signs is going to be very competitive. Mars and Scorpio, they can be very vengeful. You wrong them and they're going to wait for the right time. See, Aries is like, Aries won't start it, but if you start it with Aries, they're going to finish it. But with Scorpio, no, they're going to wait. They're cool as a cucumber. Mars and Scorpio are like, I'm going to wait till you're at your weakest point and you're not expecting it. And when I come back, I'm coming back to end you, to finish you. That's Mars and Scorpio. Don't mess with Mars and Scorpio. Just don't do that. Don't wrong them. You will regret it. So any comments? Let's get to the...
Let's see.
How many ones did we get?
We didn't get none. You got none. You got one person who said that she sort of thought you were right, but she was rolling with me.
All right.
Right.
I'm going to let y'all slide. Danny, where you at, man?
Anyways, Floki said, I might be Mercury Leo if I am reading this quick Google search right.
Okay.
I don't remember my birth time, so I'm not sure how much that matters.
Yes, it matters very much. And just for $20 extra, you want to book a birth chart reading, we can have a session over the phone and I can help you reenact and find out your birth time to get the ascendant. The ascendant is a 2-hour gap. So we have to get it right. And I ask you specific questions about your family, your childhood, all those different things. And I love doing that service for people. It's something that I offer. And please reach out to me because you want to know your chart. It will really change your life for the better. Okay. And I can definitely help you with that. And that would be my honor and pleasure. It's like I said, it's only $20 extra and it's well worth it. You want to get the time because then the chart is accurate. And yeah, if you feel like some of what I've described of the Mercury and Leo feels like you know, or even some of those famous, and just so you guys know, like, to be honest, I could care less about the celebrities and famous people. Pluto, Aquarius, politicians, celebrities, that whole thing is dead. I really do not care, but it is a good reference point because let's be real, we all know something, we don't know them personally, but we know something about a Michael Jackson or Jordan or Whitney Houston or Donald Trump or an MLK or Denzel Washington or, whatever, right? Mel Gibson, we know something about them. So we can see some of their placements in action. So in terms of a reference point, I like to point it out. But like I say in my videos, remember, I think you're famous, okay? And I do. And so does God, because we're all uniquely made. And the birth chart is your, basically, like somebody wrote in the comments, one of my comments, it's like, it's your fingerprint. It's your soul's print, okay? So I would love to do your chart. So please contact me, okay?
She says she will. She'll look into this.
Yeah.
And then Carrie, 4212BK.
Hey, Carrie, nice to meet you. Share your big 3 if you want to. Sun, Moon, Rising.
So she says her Mars is in Capricorn.
Oh, exalted like hers. Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. You could definitely have your own business. But remember, it's the sea goat climbing out of the water up to the mountain of success. Mars and Capricorn, they really don't like to work under people, especially if they feel like the people they're working under are mentally insufficient or
Tell me about it.
not on their game. That will irritate a Mars and Capricorn. Because Mars and Capricorn is like, I'm going to figure out how to complete the task and get it done. And if you can't help me, then don't help me. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to do it. That's Mars and Capricorn in a nutshell.
Can you remember where Priya's Mars is?
Hey Priya.
Sometimes he surprises me and he pulls these things out. It's crazy.
No, but if you look on your chart,
She
right?
said she's gonna listen back.
It's the circle and then the stinger out, right? That's the Mars symbol for man. And it may have been in Gemini on your ascendant.
And get a reading with Eric. It activated her power. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you. No, definitely you will love to get the reading. For some reason, I think it's in your ascendant. I think it's in Gemini. That's why you like to work out so much. I think it's Mars in Gemini, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you could look at your chart and double check. But I think my mental computer is right. Okay. Sounded a little familiar. So, but yeah, you know, and right now you're dealing with Jupiter and Mars on your ascendant as the Gemini rising, you know. So, you know, this is definitely an interesting time, but I just want everyone to be safe, smart, careful, and prepared. There's going to be a lot of transitions this week, like last week, is going to be a little hokey. You know, we got the Aquarius super full moon, but then we also have quite literally all these T-squares. And, you know, when you have Venus opposing Saturn, that can affect relationships, solidify them for long-term, or really create some blocks and restrictions. It can do the same thing, but the finances. So we could see the markets, you know, take another fall this week, things like that. Also, you know, we're having the Jupiter squaring the Saturn, right? And so that square, you know, creates a lot of discomfort and opportunities for growth, but it can feel like you're being restricted or challenged on your expansion, your abundance, your discipline. You know, there's a lot of hurry up and wait energy because Mars is still kind of in the realm of squaring Saturn too. So we just have to kind of really understand right now as a collective with 5 planets in retrograde, we got to just sit down and be still and be quiet. Do the work. Increase. I tell you 15 to 30 minutes a day, you should have some sort of spiritual discipline and practice. Right now, try to up it. Do 30 to 45 minutes. Do a daytime and then before bed meditation. Or do morning and mid-afternoon, or do it mid-afternoon and night, whatever you can do, but try to get in twice, even if you just did 2 5 minutes. But like, this is the time with all these planets retrograde, with all the energy in the air, with what's going on with the solar flares, M-class, F-class solar flares affecting Gaia, Mother Earth, and the cells and the DNA in our body. We are, as a collective, the Creator is telling us, hey, go within. Tap into God source energy and consciousness within. Open up your heart chakra. Open up your pineal gland, your third eye. Like, do the work. Okay. This is not a time to like eat popcorn and, you know, and get low vibrational entertainment or music or movies and food. This is a time to raise your frequency, increase your fruit. Seriously, increase your fruit. Okay. Try to do some intermittent fasting. We do, and I'm not saying you have to do what we do, but I say it as suggestions because I'm not going to do something if it doesn't work for me. And so if it works for me, I share it, and it may work for you and it may not. But try it and see, right? Always keep an open mind. Be ready to embrace getting uncomfortable for change because that leads to growth and God's blessings, right? So maybe you may like ice cold showers. I do. You may not. Now I start with the warm, shower first, but then at the end, I'll turn it, right? I used to do it every day. Now I'm doing it once or twice a week. But I went on a long run. She'll tell you for doing it every day. You know what I mean? But I found it. I did it because what? It was helping me. The crystals, it helps me. The grounding and earthing and meditating by my tree, hugging a tree, it helps me. I put my palms and my bare feet on the soil, grass, or dirt because it helps me. So these are just recommendations. You've got to figure out what works for you. Some of you guys like to manifest or do positive affirmations in the bathtub or the shower. Maybe put some Epsom salt or crystals in your bath, essential oils. It may work for you. But don't be afraid to try new things. And I'm speaking from experience. I used to be very closed with what I would eat. This amazing angel has opened me up to get me to eat okra, avocado, mushrooms. I used to never eat this stuff. I would have been like, get out of here. I don't want that. I mean, I didn't start eating salads after college. Now, it doesn't mean I didn't take care of myself and I didn't eat vegetables, because I did. But I didn't eat salads. But I love broccoli and string beans and, spinach and kale and collard greens. But, Okay.
So Coco Locks, her Mars is in Cancer.
Yeah, and see, that's hard. The Taylor twins have that. And remember, I told you in the reading, that's literally like giving a mother a machete or a machine gun in the kitchen. She doesn't need either. She just needs a good cutting knife to cut the vegetables and the meat or whatever. It's emotionally intense. It makes you very protective over your children, over your family. When Mars is in Cancer, it can sometimes affect your willpower and drive. If you're emotionally upset, it will throw your game off. You won't have that assertive, aggressive energy to initiate and go get it and conquer the world and climb up the tree or the Mount Everest, right? If you're emotionally off, it throws off your action. You know what I mean? So, and then it's harder. Mars in Cancer is actually harder for men than women. But either way, you're going to be overly protective of the children. You're going to be, that's the mom that's like, F around and find out. That's exactly what that energy is, okay? So the way to work with it is tap into your inner knowing and your intuition. Slow down and think before you react. Slow down, right? But also you have to you really need to pause and get yourself emotionally, because Cancer is all about caring, nurturing, safety, and security. Cancers can be very private and vague and secretive, not as much as Scorpios, but similar, very similar. Because remember, the crab, just look at the animal, the crab, like the scorpion, the emotional intensity is because it's got this hard outer shell, because it's so soft and mushy on the inside. It's so sweet and sensitive. So it has the hard outer shell to kind of like let the word know, like, don't F with me. I got my pincers. The crab will hurt you, okay? But so you just have to be mindful. Mars is in its fall in Cancer. And we see it all the time. We have some very emotional Scorpio Moon, Mars Cancer children. She will tell you. Tears like they could be both of them great actors. I mean, tears like that. Cry, little boy. So no, it's a powerful energy, but that's what it is. That's why I did that coffee talk last month, right? Explaining the planets in their fall, because you can use it to your benefit and work with it. Venus, Virgo, it's a challenge, not a death sentence. Mars in Cancer, Saturn, Aries, challenges, not a death sentence. You just got to learn how to finesse and manifest and work with the energy. Okay. So anybody else with Mercury or Mars and Leo, or any other questions?
Let's see. Priya said that she did a plant medicine ceremony yesterday. It was 6 hours in meditation last night.
How was that? I know you told me that,
That's awesome.
I'm very curious.
We need to go someplace to get something like that.
That sounds really cool, though. Was it ayahuasca or something else? Or was it the toad?
Yes, we're going to be doing the toad. We'll let you know
the
all
toad.
about it. And she's going to come on after we do the toad. She's going to come on, and it's going to be a really good show.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, so let's see. Carrie said thank you for the breakdown.
Okay.
Fluky said, I just started fasting again, but my birthday's coming up, and I have to eat coming up.
Okay, wait. When's your birthday? I want to know if you're a Leo or Virgo. Tell me your birthday.
Floki, I'm sorry.
Floki. But
yes.
Yeah, because being on the Leo Virgo cusp. So remember, the last day of Leo is August 21st, and the 22nd is like 0 degrees Virgo. Some years it can be the 23rd. So I'm curious when your birthday is. But I'll tell you this, you guys, follow the moon. Whenever the moon, for example, right now it's in Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius sun sign, this is a great time to do intermittent fasting, because quite literally your body on a cellular level, each month when the moon comes back to your natal sun in transit, it's resetting your body. So the chrysalim, I believe it's pronounced, or Christed oil, literally comes down from your brain and goes down to the solar plexus and root chakra and resets. So during that time, it's good to do juicing, intermittent fasting, a water fast, the lemon drink, cayenne pepper, organic maple syrup, and distilled water fast. You should always try to eat with the circadian rhythms of the sun, things like that. But you should abstain from cursing, sex, drugs, alcohol. It's just 2.5 days. We can all do it, but it's a cleansing of the body. So go with that. If you do that once a month and even did like a little mini 2-day fast once a month, man, that's a huge start, right? Most Americans don't do fast and parasite cleanses, but we need to. Unfortunately, our food, our water, all our body skincare products, we get hit with toxins and poisons every day, you guys. That's why you have to check out her stuff, sabalepure.com. SABALI pure.com. She makes organic and vegan body and skincare. Her stuff is amazing. And not just because I'm married. I would use it even if I didn't know the girl and I found out about it, I would still use it. The tooth powder takes away morning breath. I can turn over and kiss her in the morning and it is all good. Now, I would kiss her even if her breath stank, because this is my heart being open. Okay, that's who I am. Okay. I'm better than most humans. I'm just a different cat. Yes. I'm really a good guy. But she also has hair, skin, and body oil. Different flavors. It smells so good and so hydrating to your hair, your skin, its face. Yeah, it's awesome.
So just really quick on that, just real fast. So the way that I formulate, I use the whole ingredient formulation approach. So I really try to get as close to what the plant was. I use minimally processed ingredients. I use only natural, organic. I don't use the fillers. For instance, my deodorants are 94 to 96% organic content. So what that means is your body is not absorbing any pesticides. There are no fillers. I don't use palm oil. I use compostable packaging, just different things, because I really am trying to make the whole product really in alignment with your body and the earth. So and I build it around the concept of natural detox or anti-toxification, which is an Ayurvedic practice. And so there's a lot that go into what I do. I'm
very proud of it.
To say that it is organic or it's natural body care is very true, but it's only scratches the surface of what I'm trying to do, because I get into getting your lymphatic system running, balancing your endocrine, that kind of thing. So
but also the trace mineral deodorant, and then she's got the seasonal lip balm.
Yes.
Spring, summer, winter, fall.
And I use
put it on your lips and they'll be kissing you, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, I use really, really good ingredients too. So like my lip balms, I use metafoam seed, and I use castor, and I use, oh gosh, I'm so bad I can't remember, but I use jojoba, and I use a really upgraded, elevated blend. I don't go to just my sunflowers and all those lesser grade. They're natural and they're good things, but they're nowhere near when you start getting into the caliber of oils that I use.
And no water, so it doesn't need the fillers.
Yes, you're starting to see synthetic beeswax. You're starting to see other things that are really petroleum-based things. Mineral oil is another name for petroleum. I have on my website a list of about 19 different things that they're actually petroleum, but they try and tell you different things. So I really kind of want to.
There's a lot of deception with the greenwashing.
So Sports Kid is here.
What up, Sports Kid?
Bam. And what's up to you, Sports Kid?
How you feeling?
Coco Lock says thank you.
Yeah, we're going to get ready to go soon. So any last quick questions or comments, get it in now, okay?
We've got a Sarah Benoit.
Nice to meet you, Sarah Benoit.
I think I said that right.
Okay.
I think it's Benoit. And she loves this. I hope I said your name right. If I didn't, I apologize.
Share your big three. I don't know. Do I know you, or is this Sarah that was coming to coffee talk? I don't know.
Floki, you said so. Cursing is your issue, honey. So is mine. I have a potty mouth. I'm not even.
Yeah, I don't curse, but yeah, you know.
He does. He doesn't. I do for both of us. But I try and tell myself, I'm trying to catch.
I feel bad if I get really angry, though. I will say a curse word towards the kids.
I try to release it and go, they're just words. But I don't curse out people. Like, I don't curse out people. But I think a very strategically placed F word. But
Floki, you know what's dope? The fact that you can say that out loud and admit to it means that you're ready to really embrace it and work on it. And listen, this isn't about perfection. We're human beings. We are souls having a 3D avatar experience, and the intention is just trying to be the best version of yourself. But we're all work in progress, right? I just share with you guys, like when I did my reading with Sherry and Shara, I have done so much inner child work and healing, but my cells spoke to her, and she pointed out some points and things that I didn't really focus on or heal or let go of or work on yet. And one of them was age 7. You'll hear it on the podcast. Yeah. Go watch that. And so it's really deep, So we're all still working and growing.
Sherry, she's so amazing. But what's so powerful about her, like, she has so much going on. I think sometimes it's hard for her to get it all out. You have to really listen to her, but she's deep. And if you decide to do a session with her,
it's worth it.
I can guarantee you
will feel changed.
Doing one-on-one stuff with her, she's right there with you. She stays on, it's amazing.
She does it in person, but she also works, remote over the internet. Yeah.
She did some healing with me in a up at the Delish counter of this little restaurant we met, and they were making our food, and she's doing breath work with me and helping me release trauma. I was like, yes.
From 7 years old for you too?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was releasing trauma at the little restaurant in front of the kiosk.
Yeah, no, and she's a Virgo, so that's on the healing axis. She's a real deal.
Sarah Benoit has been to coffee talk.
Okay, so that is you, Sarah. Okay,
Sarah, yes.
Okay.
So,
and I'm sorry because you just came so late yesterday and paid it. You got to reach out to me earlier, but I know I'll see you next Saturday.
So yes,
But I hope you got the link. Yeah, it's 5:21. Yeah, that's
Sorry. Okay, listen. Sarah, we're going to get it together and we're going to get some automations, but we're a little slow.
Yeah, but still though, I announced that I was closing it off at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
So even 5:21 Pacific is definitely, because I was getting ready for coffee talk, so I missed the email.
And I hope that you were able to enjoy it.
But I hope you enjoyed the replay. It was good. And you were missed. So.
Yes.
But I'll see you next Saturday.
And so, Sports Kid, Virgo season is slowly approaching. Yes,
I know.
It is. And that's big birthday season for us.
Yeah, because my oldest son is the 9th and I'm the 10th. So, yeah, birthdays are coming.
And my father, when he was alive, he was
7th.
7th.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we know a lot of Virgos. Her stepfather was August 29th, Michael Jackson's birthday. And our good friend Toy, who does the locks and does her hair, she's August 29th. So, yeah, Virgo power, man.
And,
Virgo power.
Let's see.
Wait. I could almost forget. So, okay, everybody that's come on later, please make sure you hit the like button. But as soon as the show is over, come back and comment something. It helps to grow in the algorithms. But this is the announcement. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, live on YouTube, perfect mode. I just put it up in community. I will be on live with Jay Clay and Brother T, talking about astrology, a little bit of the NDE, but it's going to be 3 brothers, 3 black men just chopping it up, talking. Don't want to miss this. So go check it out. Jay Clay was on my podcast. He's the spiritual rapper. It's going to be super dope tomorrow live.
Who's this with?
Perfect Mode. Jay Clay and his partner, Brother T.
I forgot about this one. Okay.
Tomorrow it's going to be dope.
Yes. And listen, as you're going and you're liking it, do me a favor. Share this with your friends. Send this out to people. Tell them to follow and like him. We're trying to get him up to 1 million followers.
But first we got to get to 8,000 and 10,000.
Yes. We've got a little ways to go. But I tell him 1 million is just around the corner.
Oh, and soon go follow Priya Sudarsanam on YouTube, Unmute with Priya. I'm going to be on Priya's podcast. Hopefully
Priya's
this week.
amazing.
It may be this Wednesday. I don't know if we're doing it live or recording, but we're going to schedule it. But I'm going to be on with Priya rocking. She's got a great podcast, Unmute with Priya. And go check out her YouTube channel and go back and watch our episode together. It was really great. So, I'm so filled with joy, love, and gratitude for all my guests on my podcast. So amazing. And a lot of them are going to come back live. A lot of people, because this has been the summer of Knowledge is Love.
Oh, I thought it was summer of love. Knowledge is love. Okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a hot girl summer. But right now, it's the knowledge.
It is really hot out here.
Yeah, it's the knowledge is love. It's the Knowledge is Love summer. And a lot of my guests that came on during the summer are going to come back in the fall, October, November, December, live.
Oh, Carrie said it's her first time and she has enjoyed your knowledge.
Oh, thank you, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie.
Well, I hope you reach out and book a birth chart reading with me. Check out the website, explore BigEAstrology.com.
And any questions, just hit them up.
Don't bite. You know, and I love to share knowledge. You know what I mean? Because you guys, like I said earlier, I really want you guys to become Jedis, to just see these things coming. The world slows down when you understand the astrology. And for a lot of you guys, any of you guys are parents, you missed the sale. But getting a chart reading for your kids, it's a game changer. It really makes you a better parent. But then you also get to see how your children perceive you. Remember, we are the guides of the children, but our children, they are here to teach us. And that's really powerful, and that was even reiterated and confirmed with me in a soul contract reading with Geliana Akin. So make sure you go watch that episode. Go watch the Tammy Tuesday podcast, Kimberly Montgomery. I mean, I've been Priya Sudarsanam, Jay Clay, Farrah Shea. I've had some MC. And next week is Health Week.
You know what? It's so, this is what's so fabulous about it is that, one, we've wanted to build a really great community where we're really teaching a lot of things. I mean, he's the astrologer. He's very good at what he does, but you need like the full meal. And so that's what we've been out doing. And it's interesting because asking you shall receive. We just keep meeting these amazing people and being able to share the knowledge.
The rest of August is off the chain with my guests. Yeah.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
I got a gentleman coming on the end of August, and it might not air till like September 1st or 2nd. His name is Ryan, and he does breath work, and he's a coach.
Yes. Oh my God.
He works with children. He works with the grown folks. He's also a professional actor. Been in some
fabulous.
film. He's a friend, but he's a great guy. Right? That's going to be awesome. And then I have two amazing women from IAMS, from the Near Death Experience Association. And one of them, Kimberly, she's a former nun. And she's a coach and a healer and amazing. And then I've got Betty coming on. And this woman, she was a former sex worker, went through a lot of trauma and NDE. And her story is powerful. And now she's a transformative life coach, works for IAMS, and just like an amazing woman. I'm telling you, I got some folks coming on for you to just blow the cranium off. So please watch the podcast and comment for me to make these shows grow. Go back and look through the episodes, Knowledge is Love Astrology Podcast. But the last 15 of them have been insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
Yeah. Planets and Plant Medicine with Anjani Seagrass. Oh, that's a good episode.
Oh my God.
She's a friend now. She's the Pisces like wifey and Taurus rising. She's amazing. But that episode, so much knowledge.
And that's what's really important to us is that we're bringing you really quality people, that are really amazing, like really good in their game and really true healers and true knowledge sharers.
Amy Robeson, the Akashic Records, Debbie Solaris. I mean, energetic NLP, Art Geyser. Just go through. If you want to learn about different modalities, oh my God, Kelly Rowland with the Human Design. She broke it down. Oh my God, it's such a great episode. Go check them out, you guys. All right. So listen, this has been fun. We stayed on longer than we planned.
Thank you guys. It has been so wonderful.
But also thank you for indulging us with our little comedy moment about, and trust me, we only do that in jest. I mean, I have forgiven her for the coffees.
But he just brings it up every other week.
And for the I haven't brought it up in so long. And Nurse Jackie, that one I almost forgot. But I had, because of the coffee today, the trauma was there and it came back up.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah,
it was unresolved.
The coffee brought up the trauma.
I'm sorry, I triggered you.
She triggered me, you guys.
I see it in a whole other way right now.
You know triggered.
What? It's real. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Although, let me, on that note, I'm working right now on opening up your throat chakra. That's another thing that we're putting into his life transformation program, is working on your throat chakra.
My throat chakra
I have been working on my throat chakra, and let me tell you.
But see, I'm
walking in my truth.
But this is why you guys need to book readings with Priya Sudarsanam. So Priya really helps people to unmute and open up their throat chakras and does quantum energy work. But I know Priya personally. She's going to come on live in the fall. But we work together in the Bronx with the multiply severely disabled children. Priya is literally one of the best speech pathologists that I've ever met or worked with. And I've had many from my mother, and I worked with many, even dated a couple.
Of course you did.
I mean, I'm just speaking the truth.
I'm just speaking the truth.
But I gave speech to speech. Okay. But I worked with plenty. This woman, Priya, the best, and the heart of gold, because
she's fabulous.
I love her. One of our main favorite students was dying, and me and Priya were both there at the hospital with his family, and I was just so glad and honored. But that's the heart that Priya has. So go check her out. It's Unmute with Priya on Instagram, YouTube, all of it. Okay. I'm giving her the stamp of approval and vouching, but really can help any of you guys with Akashic records, quantum, opening up your throat chakra, all of it. Okay. So very powerful. So this was fun. And I will announce when I will be on Priya's podcast. You guys can watch that because it will be coming up sooner than later. We just got to coordinate, like the mushroom belt and the mushroom shirt, but we're going to get it together. And anything else before we say goodbye? Leo birth chart sale. Don't forget, Leos, you got to the Wednesday, the 21st.
Oh, thank you. Carrie said you guys are walking love. It's good to see.
Oh, thank
you.
Well, go back. Go back and watch our episode, our Knowledge is Love podcast a few episodes ago when we celebrated our 16-year anniversary of our second wedding. We had June 30th, our first wedding, and then August 2nd, which was the big wedding in my house in New York. And we did it live and looked at the chart. So it was actually a lot of fun, and I had some good people here. That was a fun episode.
I feel really blessed. But here's the thing. One, we want this for everybody, and it's achievable.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose, and that's why you want to get past and work through and transform and deal with those traumas and understand yourself and know what triggers you and be able to share and
self-love is the key,
because
when you learn to love yourself,
that's all it takes, is just like getting past those things. And we're really blessed, but all of you can be blessed too, and that's our whole purpose. We want it for all of you. So that's it. Love you guys.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Knowledge is love.
Thank you.
Listen, this is fun. Episode 236.
Yes.
We put them in a mix. What did you just do?
I don't know. I just made it big.
Okay, but don't touch.
I didn't. Oh.
That's okay.
Ooh.
So Mars and Mercury in Leo. No.
Wait. Can you just let me do it?
What? I hit that.
Let me do it, please.
Yeah, there we go.
Move back out to the
Mars. So listen. This is the thing.
How many people does it take to stop a podcast? That's the real question.
Remember, the Mercury retrograde ends August 28th. Mm-hmm. You still need to let it get into Virgo, September, to really, start to get back to like signing contracts and stuff, right? But when it's in a fire sign, it doesn't like to be introspective. So you're going against the grain of the energy, but take the time to be introspective. This is a great time for journaling, and quite literally Wednesdays is the day of Mercury. The best day to do walking, jump rope, breath work, and introspection is Wednesdays. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, the best way to work out. Tuesday, Mars, shoulders, lifting weights, bench press. Thursday, hips and thighs, squats, lower body. Saturday, Saturn, Sabado, the day of spiritual discipline and the true Sabbath, right? But also, it's a great time to work with the full body machines because Saturn is the bones, the structure, the DNA, the lineage. It's quite literally government authorities, but machines. So if you want to do a great workout, don't work out on Mondays. It's the moon day. You really don't want to work. We should have the work week Tuesday to Friday. Monday is introspection, emotions, purifying, cleansing, getting your emotional mind and your body health and intuition right. Sunday, that's why they play football on Sundays. It's vitality. You sleep on it Sunday. You feel restored and strong. Valor. The sun. Right? So if you work with the days of the week, and then Friday is like Monday. Friday is date night, chocolate, romance, sex, money. Right? So Fridays and Mondays, don't be lifting weights on Fridays and Mondays. Chill. Right? Get paid. Look smooth. Listen to la música. All that stuff. But if you work with the days and start tracking the moon, reach out to me. Go to BigEAstro.com. I'm so proud of my moon tracking service. It is so beneficial and helpful. Anybody that's done it with me, they know when you learn the moon through your entire chart and how it aspects all your planets, it's in each sign in each house for 2.5 days. It will blow your mind. And it literally makes life so much easier for men and for women. Now, women, it can help with the menstrual cycle, your mood swings, your body health, intuition, the family you create, your mom, the emotional mind, your reactions. Like, maybe your moon's hitting your Mars, and that's why you start cursing at people. That can happen. So you really want to do the moon tracking service with me, okay? Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We got to get back to the kids. They may be a little bit hungry and all that stuff. But
I guess we do need to feed them.
Yeah, they probably just need some pizzas. But remember, go back and watch Sherry on Shara, episode 235. This is 236. Monday, Elizabeth Joseph, Be More Clean.
Yes.
237. And then Thursday or Friday, episode 238.
And Elizabeth has been a teacher for a long time.
She's good.
Got some
and a great public speaker.
For you. Yes.
Yeah, and she's a Pisces like wifey. She's a sweetheart. And it was a great interview, a lot of fun. So please support. And remember, with this live, come back after I end it. Come back in a minute or two and just comment and give me some love in the algorithms. I really appreciate all you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
The Aquarius Moon. And put your crystals out Sunday night, your moon water on the full moon. It's a good time to do it. It's a super full moon, so that means it's closer to the earth. So this one's going to greatly affect us. So pay attention to the news Sunday morning and also Monday for the Democratic Convention. Something is going to go down. And it could be the announcement of the ceasefire. I'm just saying. Let's hope that it is, right? God knows it should have happened like months ago, but let's pray for love and peace in the world. God bless. Love you guys. Remember,